Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, apparently, are you waiting? They are going to be asking for DNA on the children. And that's why Charles wants them back in the UK. According to Barkjack, who has been very, very consistent in spilling celebrity gossip, especially she was the first to say that, to tell everyone that Meghan was pregnant, and apparently they're retired journalists and they still have a lot of connections with the royal family. And apparently they've already tried to get DNA on Lily and they were unfortunately unable to. So that tells me either that child is not living in that house, that they can't collect it, or Meghan is well aware of how to collect DNA and not any DNA leaves that house. And she knows all the laws in California about collecting DNA on minors. So either Barkjack has said they have tried, but they have been unsuccessful. And that's one of the reasons why King Charles wants those two children back in the UK, take DNA samples. And also, they indicated that it could have something to do with the inheritance. So is that line of succession or is that King Charles' personal inheritance? So I've got the Truth Oracle and I've got the Good Fortune Tarot on here. Because is it their good fortune? Is it their good fortune? Let's find out. So first of all, we're going to ask, is this true? Is what Barkjack heard true, right? They haven't been wrong up to now. They're a little bit controversial on X, and I don't know. We seem to have a good rapport. We chat back and forth. If I comment on theirs, they comment right back, and there's an awareness. I'm not going to say we're great friends and DM back and forth, nothing like that. But we have an awareness of each other. And frequently like, share, subscribe each other's posts. So first of all, is Barkjack, is their information correct? Upright positive, reversals negative. Shall we begin? Also, I want to thank everybody for joining in. I sure appreciate it so much. And for everybody, I don't know if you saw or not, I have some beginner little Halloween-y cats in leaves cross stitch. So either for you, if you're a beginner cross stitch, I've got the pattern in there, or if you have a child who wants to learn how to cross stitch, those would be perfect right now. And then also some Halloween, if you're into crocheting, bats, so that you can, that's kind of beginner, and somebody said it was intermediate, more beginner intermediate, but anyways, those, if you join as a member, you have access to those right away. So if those are worth you 99 cents, please go ahead and join. Also, some people said they didn't see the level. It's called Ace of Pentacles, right? So one pentacle, Ace of Pentacles. Refresh your browser or sign in and out of YouTube to activate it. Then you'll see it. So anyways, I just want to give a quick thank you. Let's see, is Barkjack on the right path? Is their intel correct? Are they looking for the DNA? Now, they said children, but I think more specifically Lily, because I'm sure they would have had DNA of Archie when Archie was born. And our cards have always said that Archie is Harry's. It does have Harry's DNA. It's been really vague about Lily's DNA, but what we know for sure is neither of those children have Meghan's DNA. Shall we begin? Ooh, interesting cut. So upright positive, reversals negative. So that's what we're going to start with. Two of Wands in reverse. That's the two children. Two of Cups in reverse. There's the two children again. The Emperor in reverse, the King. So yes, the King did order this. The Star in reverse, are they looking for Diana's DNA? Judgment in reverse, no more chances. King of Wands, there, that would be they mentioned that it was the security, SIS, or SI5, or MI5, whatever, SIS, I think it was. So there they are. Four of Cups in reverse, regrets. So I'm going to say that no, right? This is very, very strong no. Here's the King. Here's Diana's DNA. That's what they're looking for. Diana's DNA, because you can be sure with Harry is Diana's for sure, 100%. So they're looking for Diana's DNA. It's the Star here right in the middle. And if you want to know why I say Diana's DNA, is because it's generally a big star and 7 small stars. So July 1st is her birthday, plus she's a star up in the sky. Actually, the star is the Pleiades, the 7 sisters. Anyways, wish upon a star. Anyways, I digress. Judgment, no more chances. And here is the SIS, and they have some regrets. But I'm going to say that their intel is, there's something fishy about it. It's, especially here, the Two of Wands, Two of Cups, this is both the children. This is telling me that the King really doesn't have any plans for that. He has something else in mind. So is he looking for DNA? No, they've tried that and it didn't work. Plus, from what I understand, is it's very difficult to get DNA from children. It's almost against the law without like some kind of professional, a court order or doctor ordering it for, transplant purposes or medical purposes, or a crime has been committed, right? So again, a judge, a doctor, it has to be a very professional reason to get a child's DNA. I think the King has something else up his sleeves here. I honestly do. He's in reverse. He showed up. I think he has something else up his sleeves. And it's going to be the end of something. The Judgment card here in reverse. No more chances. End of chances. Karma's over. It does have something to do with Diana. Is it Harry's DNA he's after? Because this doesn't look like to me he's worried about the children. All he has to do is prove that Harry isn't his, and it's game over. So now let's ask the cards. Upright positive, reversals negative. Is he after Harry's DNA? Is it Harry's DNA? Is it Harry's DNA? That he maybe, I don't know. You think he'd already do that? I remember reading something, Diana, when she was saying, no, he's Harry's, he's Harry's. I remember somebody saying they would have checked DNA. Well, Harry was born in 1984. I think all they had back then, very, very simple DNA, and it wasn't even that reliable. I think back in 1984, they were still going by blood type to see who was the father. So perhaps that was a coincidence that, anyways, let's see. Is Charles actually looking for Harry's DNA? Upright positive, reversals negative, Knight of Cups, offering. There's the DNA. Here's your DNA. Here's the blood in the cup. Ace of Cups in reverse, crying, rivers and rivers of tears. 5 of Cups, depression, despondency. 10 of Wands, release of a burden. The Sun in reverse. Is this my son? Wow, 8 of Swords upright. Is this a trap? We got a tiebreaker here. What do you think it's going to be? Ace of Swords in reverse. No, I'm going to say a soft no, not as hard as up here. I'm going to say it's a soft no. There is some kind of regrets here, some kind of release of a burden of the son, putting something to rest as well. But here's tears and tears. There is some kind of offer on the table to Harry. It's right here. Some kind of offer. I'm going to say it's some kind of offer to cut him out. Ace of Swords here in reverse. Or undo a lie. Right here you are trapped in a lie, in a deep, dark lie. Here you are, and here's the unburdening of this dark lie that you've been trapped in, and it's time to undo the lie. I'm telling you right now, with the Emperor in reverse here in Five of Cups, he is more than I want to say like a broken man over his son. This has shook him to his core. This Ace of Cups in reverse. This is rivers and rivers of tears. Rivers of tears. But there's something here. There's something here that he wants to be released of the burden of the son he calls Harry. He wants to either release the truth or release some kind of burden that he's been carrying all this year. Perhaps they already do have the DNA, and that's why that, like, is Barkjack's information correct? The answer is no. They aren't looking for the DNA. Perhaps they do have the DNA, because we do have the SIS guys straight up and down. This is the police, the CIA, the MI5, MI6. This is all the uniformed people. And he's in a king position and he's sitting upright. And it's like, I got the goods. I got the goods. And now there's regrets. Perhaps the DNA they're looking for is Meghan's and they don't have it in there. Let's ask that now. Is it Meghan's DNA they're looking for? Because if the baby doesn't have any of Meghan's DNA, then it's not of her body, is it? Sure, she might have been the oven for the bun, but it's not of her body. That's like saying, I've got a big piece of meat in my mouth, so now I'm a cow. Right? Is it Meghan's DNA? Upright positive, reversals negative. Upright positive, reversals negative. Is it Meghan's DNA? King of Pentacles, upright. There he is. Who has the gold makes the rules. Ten of Swords in reverse. He's hit rock bottom and he's ready to come back. The Devil in reverse. Well, look at that. Who shows up with the Devil? The Strength in reverse. There she is, her Leo card in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's no plans on that. The Magician. Oh, spin doctoring. Page of Cups. Upright. There's the pregnancy. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to say, and I'm going to call it, for once and for all, there's nothing here searching for the DNA. I'm going to say they have all the DNA that they need, because we got the Judgment card in reverse here. There's no more second chances, no more second tries. Four of Cups in reverse is telling me they are regretful that they have this DNA. The King and Diana's, is it there? I'm going to say that they aren't searching for it. And that's not why they want the children back in the UK. It's not Harry's DNA. There is some kind of burden he wants to release of Harry that is actually causing him rivers and rivers of tears. There's something here that is some kind of burden. I want to show you something interesting. The only one that's upright also has uprights underneath it. There's some kind of spin doctor trap that they are in. I think we will hear some surprising news, something about a pregnancy. It's going to be some kind of regretfully we cut out, and people are going to be surprised by it. It's going to be a lot of spin doctoring. There's a lot of trap going on here. There's absolutely no plans to do any of this DNA stuff. Sorry, Barkjack. There is something here. We asked about Meghan, and the devil showed up, and the strength showed up, and the ten of swords showed up. There's no plans at all to do anything with Meghan at all. They're just going to continue to do some spin doctoring. And with this, the King of Pentacles is also a very patient person. They wait until everything's successful, everything is done. And I think those auto writings I have done that have said, wait, 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 here it is. Something is definitely going to happen. And it's going to surprise us all. There's going to be something that happens. Right now, there's no plans about any kind of DNA. At least that's what my cards are saying. Six of Swords in reverse. No, there's other things that they're working on. Maybe there's other ways. They'll always be tied to this devil. And what they're trying to do is weaken her. Weaken her. They're trying to take away some of the power and whatnot that she has. So I'm almost wondering if this is some kind of message across the social medias, because she's quite active on X. Very, very active. Actually, Barkjack has exposed her a couple of times. I'm getting a feeling that the royal family is starting to win this. Even though this woman is going to be always in their lives, always, they are trying to weaken her by not playing her game. And I think we're going to see some more spin doctoring about this and some surprises. And I'm really kind of sorry to see that, because I think Barkjack, their record is impeccable. So let's see what's going on here. What's the truth about all of this? 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 I want to see this one. Roll the dice, take a chance, risk, leap of faith. Miracle, dreams come true, get what you want. Rest, pause, journey, new beginning. Perhaps the miracle is Meghan will spill the beans herself. I think the royal family is going to continue to say nothing about this. And I think the miracle, because they're rolling the dice on this, putting out little drips and drops of this and that. And perhaps out of some miracle, maybe something else happens that exposes the children. Perhaps a doctor comes forward. Perhaps a good friend comes forward. Perhaps Jessica Mulrooney comes forward. Did you see one of her friends has smashed her to the ground? It's one of her very, very good friends. That's my next reading. I want to see what's going on there. And then the royal family doesn't have to do anything. And again, the auto writing was wait. Let them play out. And perhaps this is it. Because if somebody else spills the beans, royal family looks good or doesn't look bad, and Meghan and Harry are the ones who have egg on their face. So I think here they are rolling the dice in thinking that somebody else, some kind of miracle, somebody else is going to spill the beans on this. Because they have dreams come true, you get what you want. They want to know the truth, and maybe they'll have to do it without them looking like the bad guys. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, the next reading. So have you heard the news? One of Meghan's best friends, it's the one that has her daughter has been, like a lot of people say, oh, that's Lily. And she gets so angry. She says, why has Meghan never denied that? She just went off. Somebody said, oh, she's drunk. And I'm like, I don't care. A lot of times drunks, you know, what's that saying? Drunk man says what a sober man wants to say. So anyways, get to the next video. I'm going to have her name and I'm going to try and play as much as I can without getting a copyright strike. Wait till you hear what she has to say about Meghan. Thanks so much for watching. Take good care. Fare thee well.